once again with a brand new Connected Careers. And if you guys are coming from Not As Fans channel, then you guys know what this is gonna be, what this guy's name is gonna be. But the question is, where am I gonna send him? Now, yes, he is gonna be a defensive end. Now, here's the problem. I'm not sending him, obviously, to the Miami Dolphins. More or less, I can't. Look at that. Look at that. They're top 3 players. Right end, defensive tackle, left end. Same deal with... Well, I mean, Eagles are in talks. I mean, looking around, I mean, can't go to the Giants. Jacksonville, maybe. Can't go to the Jets. Detroit, they're within talks. Green Bay's also within talks. Carolina, yes and no. I do want to go, but I don't, because I don't want to, you know, I don't want to be dabbing and taking a team photo. The team that I'm actually thinking, believe it or not, I'm actually tongue-tied between. I am thinking of going to, potentially, believe it or not, I am actually thinking of either going to Baltimore, Washington, New Orleans, potentially Houston to rock out with J.J. Watt. And Minnesota. But I mean, in the end, it's a case of I want to do a team that I never thought I would be doing. And honestly, I think it's time I hit Houston. So here we go. We're going to go ahead. And we are going to go ahead and we are going to create this guy. Alright, we are going to go to Houston. And with, as I said, at In Not As Fans stream, this guy, his name is going to be Freight Train. And guys, this guy, he's a big dude. There's no easy way to put it. I'm probably going to make him, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make him a defensive end. Good initiations. There you go. He's looking big already. 80 overall. Oh, I gotta look at his tackling real quick. 85 tackling. They said it was gonna be bad. Obviously, we're gonna make this guy a fucking beast. And you gotta when your name is Freight Train. And so there you go. Oh, obviously, what else would I give him other than Tuck Custom? Gonna go ahead, gonna give him the dark visor. Hold on one sec, guys. Bleach? We got bleach or? Nah, I ain't got bleach, bro.
Baking soda, but no bleach.
Yeah. We're gonna go ahead. Sorry about that, guys. We're gonna give him the nose and the eye tape. Gonna go ahead and do something I haven't done in a while. We're gonna give him a vintage neck roll. Pad weight and pad width. I mean, guys, this guy's gonna be a big dude. I mean, I'm thinking of making this guy 7 foot, and as heavy as I can make him, about 400. And yeah, like I said, this guy, he's gonna be a big dude. Dude, I mean, we're probably gonna max out everything. And for those of you wondering what this guy's name is, I'm actually gonna name him right now. This guy, because he's so friggin' big, his name's gonna be Freight Train. Now, obviously, there's a little backstory to this. There's some of you know Night Train Lane. Well, this is his long-lost son. And obviously, And I mean, when you're this big, hey, you gotta be. Yeah, and I'm gonna make my buddy Nodis fan proud. He's from Minnesota. This guy, this 7 foot, 400-pound beast, is from the University of Minnesota, and we're gonna go ahead and make him number. Let's go number 98. Hater. You know, yeah, 98 cents because this guy, I will admit, he loves to friggin' eat. Gonna go ahead, we're gonna give him the long sleeves, gonna give him a lot of vintage stuff. We're gonna go ahead, give him a back plate. Can't give him a flat jacket, I don't think that would fit. To be honest, you gotta give him the under sleeves. You just gotta make him, he's gotta look tough, guys. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I gotta give him the big elbow brace. He's gonna go ahead, gotta get him, gotta get his arm, gotta get those big ass bear claws wrapped up. And I mean, this guy, he'll walk into the bar and he will scare anybody. Gotta give him the snack pouch, as not his fan will call for quarter pounder. Here, gotta give him the Nikes, gotta go ahead and you gotta give him the black and bulky. The ankle tape, socks, they gotta be, these things, they gotta be high. Alright, and you gotta give him the Nike Super Speed. Each shoes. Losing this guy is gonna be unreal. Oh, just imagine him causing havoc with J.J. Watt. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. And we are, in fact, done creating Mr. Freight Train. And we are gonna load in. And yeah, pretty much the development of this character actually came with my girlfriend. And we were talking in the car, and I was talking to her about some new material. And I'm gonna give her a little bit of credit for the name. And because she kind of said something about making him the size of a fucking freight train. And I was like, how about I name him Freight Train? So that's kind of where the character came from. Pretty much, this is, like I said, this is Night Train Lane's younger son, I'm gonna say. Hey, and this guy, as I said, he's an absolute fucking beast. He's, I mean, I said 7 foot, 400 pounds. Probably weighs a little bit more, folks, because of the belly fat and all. This guy will scare even me. I mean, if I ever saw someone this over here in Keystone, honestly, I think I would be scared, folks. Oh, so Freight Train waiting to make his NFL debut. Ooh, obviously the first thing we're probably going to work on is his tackling. And after all, he is a left end. We are going with 4-3 defense, and honestly, we're going to go ahead, we're going to take a look at the schedule. Obviously, it's going to be at home against Kansas City, and we're going to go ahead, let's take a look at how we can spend this XP.
Charged your phone.
That charges my phone 28%.
Are you using it?
Do you want to use it?
Yeah.
Alright guys, so I'm not going to be able to look at comments until I actually pull them up on my laptop, but it's all good. But, I mean, 83 speed, obviously I'm probably not going to get him that fast. As to awareness, consistency, pursuit. Let's go ahead, let's work on our power moves. Move, because obviously this guy, this guy is going to be a big guy. And yeah, he's going to, actually, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to save up so that I can save up on this strip ball. Oh, because this guy, he's going to be able to strip the ball soon. And so let's go ahead, let's take a look at our schedule. Oh, look at the team schedule. We got, first, it's a tough one, yo. First we got to go up against Alex Smith, then Cam Newton, Jameis Winston, famous Jameis, yes. Then we got to go over to Atlanta, Indianapolis, Jacksonville, Dolphins, Titans. He's going to face Marcus Mariota, the Bengals, the Jets, the Saints, the Bills, gonna torture Tom Brady, the Colts, the Titans once again, and the Jaguars. Alright, so those of you who do not know, we are in fact in, I believe, the AFC South. Yes, we are. So, I mean, not the easy. I mean, obviously, you got Jacksonville, and Houston, but you got Jacksonville and Tennessee. But obviously, it's not going to be easy with Indianapolis and Andrew Luck going at it. So let's go ahead. Let's start this first game. Let's kick it off. Now, not waste any time. I am Freight Train's debut in the NFL. Well, let's get to it, folks. So obviously, the season goal is 8 sacks. Obviously, I don't think Freight Train's going to have any problems with that because Freight Train, and they're saying 2 sacks in a game, 5 tackles in a game, 3 tackles for loss in a game. I think this guy's probably going to give a lot. And honestly, if Texans fans don't see this guy, I'm honestly going to buy the entire city of Houston glasses because this is going to be impossible not to see this guy. Now, some of you have been wondering if I'm going to be doing a brand new Road to the Show character. To be honest, guys, I am going to do a brand new Road to the Show character, except I have to wait until Madden 16 comes out. I know, I don't have to wait until Madden 16 comes out. I have to wait till I get home to get the game because currently I'm in college and I'm not going to be able to get it. And Brian Hoyer is going to be starting for the Texans. He's taking on, as I said, Alex Smith. So obviously, offense isn't going to be the biggest thing. And let's see if we can see Big Freight Train. Nope, he is not. He is not on the kickoff return from what it looks like. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and simulate to the next player appearance. And you want to talk about Big for his first NFL playoff experience. There he is, folks. Big Freight Train on the outside. And they are on the 9-yard line. And as Freight Train gets to Alex Smith, forcing the interception, and that is a pick 6, ladies and gentlemen. And that was J.J. Watt. As I said, this defense is gonna wreak havoc, folks. That is the pressure that we are going to be seeing. This 7-foot, 400-pound monster. As Freight Train, and I believe that was on Freight Train. If not, it was on them. Yep, false start on the offense right there. Okay, so Freight Train, he jumped a little bit and forced a turnover. Wow, wish I got that one last one because we did that right away, and it's 1st and 15 for them. And it's Big Freight Train. And gonna go ahead. And I'm surprised Freight Train didn't jump up for that one. Freight Train gonna be out for this play. Hey, actually, him and J.J. Watt, from the way it looks, are both going to be out of this. Alex Smith out of the gun. Going to go ahead and try and spin away from the pressure, and it does not go anywhere. They're 3rd and 6 for the Chiefs. He's coming up and Big Train. A big night train. Big Freight Train. Going to have to go ahead. A Big Freight Train. And he was trying to play defensive. He was trying to play middle linebacker right there, trying to cover the outside, but obviously that didn't go so well. Oh, it's Freight Train. He's gonna go ahead. He's gonna step on the line, and he's gonna go right after Alex Smith. And Alex Smith avoids that big train. Ain't of a man, folks. Oh. Folks, it might be the fact that I haven't played defensive end in a while, but still. Oh, to see that man come barreling after you, who has got to give you a little bit of a rush. It's Jamal Charles right there. There it goes. Oh, there's absolutely nowhere on that play. His Big Freight Train lining up on as I said, the left-hand spot. Him, J.J. Watt. As Jamal Charles is going to break through. For about 9 yards. That's going to be one thing we're going to have to look at That is the Kansas City Chiefs running game with Jamal Charles. Obviously, a team that should have made the playoffs last season. And as Freight Train going to help out on that one. And Jamal Charles had to have felt that one, folks. Folks, if he didn't, I don't know what to say. Freight Train into the defensive stance. And that is caught by, I believe that is, yep, that's Conley. He making the catch. And yes, all this in fact is live commentary. I'm doing this right on the spot. And Alex Smith just got lit, folks. Folks, Freight Train bringing the pressure, but it's to little no avail. Well, as I said, Freight Train just doing what his name implies and being a freight train. And folks, like I said, if you see this man barreling after you, get out of the way. As Kansas City goes ahead and jumps off sides on that one. Yeah, that is big for us, not only us, but it's also big for them. And because now it's 2nd and 8, puts them in field goal range. And as Freight Train, I don't know what happened to Freight Train. I think he needed a little bit of a snack right there. But yeah, Freight Train trying his hardest to get to Alex Smith. There you see Freight Train. Jamal Charles over the middle for a touchdown as Freight Train was being double teamed. Him and Freight Train gonna go ahead and try to block this kick. And yeah, big Freight Train ain't got nowhere near that one. So 7-7 tie, Kansas City. And Freight Train, obviously he's not gonna look for a trade just yet. Hey, but I mean, could you imagine what team would want this beast on their team? Him as Sean Clowney making that stop. If I gotta. As he is. There, I don't know what it was. As apparently there was a flag. And we get a holding call on the offense right there. So it's going to be 2nd and 25 for them. And yeah, things going from bad to worse. And Big Freight Train gonna go ahead and he's gonna get a flag for absolutely running over. Yeah, he's gonna get a foul for absolutely rocking Alex Smith. And right there, Alex Smith should have just faked his injury. Is Alex Smith going to go ahead, step in, and he's going to release this one off to his wide receiver out there. There, 12 making the play. Hey, Wilson apparently making the play. Hey, and Freight Train going to come back out here. He got his snack pouch. He's good, but he's good. Him and JJ Watt. And Alex Smith is going to be brought down by Big Freight Train. And there it is, folks. And there it is, Big Freight Train getting his first sack, his first taste of the quarterback, if you will. A Big Freight Train, mark it down in history, folks. Big Freight Train's first tackle. Oh, and Freight Train gonna go ahead and shut off 2 blockers. There's J.J. Watt, and a bunch of others getting in on that tackle. Oh, right there, but. And yeah, big time there for Big Freight Train and J.J. Watt. Like I said, this defense making Big freight train. Oh, almost caught. And we almost got a pick on that one. And I actually just thought of this. Imagine big freight train. Like, my question about this is this. Imagine big freight train and this 7-foot, 400-pound man. You got a fumble on the play, and this guy recovers it. Are you going to freaking... The question is, are you going after it? Honestly, I'd say no. Oh, and this freight train going to go ahead and take a spot next to Marcellus. This is Alex Smith. He's going to take the ball. Oh, and Travis Kelce going to make the catch. That is a 3-yard pickup. Jadeveon Clowney, I believe, his 3rd tackle of the night. As freight train going to line up, and he's going to get brought down real quick. But that doesn't matter. J.J. Watt. J.J. Watt. And I believe that is Mercedes. I didn't get a chance to see who that was, but both of them bringing him down for a loss. Also, and freight train is loose, but that doesn't matter. Rivers gets to him, and for the sack, Rivers' 3rd sack each man. And it's caught on Alex Smith today. And big freight train. He was the man who started this all. But meanwhile, kicked by the Chiefs straight down the middle. And substitute. And Jadeveon Clowney is in fact hurt. He will not return into the game, and we gotta go ahead and we gotta sub in Rivers. And yeah, this game has broken out 10-7, and big freight train gonna go ahead and try to get to Alex Smith once again, but he can't do that just yet. Has to wait a little bit. Yeah, my question for you guys is, how am I sounding? I'm gonna probably turn down the commentary because I'm actually sick and tired of hearing Phil Simms. And as big freight train, and then the Texans defense forced an incomplete pass. But yeah, back to my question. Just imagine big freight train. He gets like a pick, or he gets an interception, or he gets a fumble recovery. Just imagine this big guy, just barreling down the field with the football. That's a scary scene, ladies and gentlemen. And I mean, I would imagine it. As DeAndre Hopkins gets the ball, and this ball is going to be placed at the 16-yard line, their own 16-yard line, as we're going to go ahead and take a look play-by-play as to what's going down. 3rd and 9, as we can't do anything on offense, so yeah, so from the way it looks, it's going to have to go, it's going to be up to our defense, and pretty much from the way it looks, we're going to have to rely on the defense all game long. As I'm going to have to, or not just me, but everybody else is going to have to, you know what, I'm tired of hearing Phil Simms, folks. Because I don't know about you, he's bothering me. We're going to go ahead and we're going to kill the commentary volume. In-game commentary, going to kill that. I know I should have done this next game, but I just got sick and tired of hearing Phil Simms. I hate his commentary, I really do. So going to go ahead. And we're lined up on the right side, on the left end position, obviously. As this handoff is going to go to Jamal Charles, and Jamal Charles is broken free, folks. And he is just running like a madman, and yeah, pushed out of bounds. Jamal Charles, 7 rushes, 30 yards. As Freight Train going to go ahead, and he's going to play back on this one. And as that ball is thrown by Alex Smith and it is completed, as 19 makes the catch. I think that, yep, that's Massillon. And obviously we took a big hit with with Jadeveon going down. And big freight train gonna go ahead. And there's a flag there. I don't know what it is. Don't know who. And Cushing also helping out. Holding on the offense right there. And we're going to go ahead and we will accept that for 17 yards. And so, erase that tackle, folks. Like I said, big freight train on the loose, folks. And big freight train going to go ahead and break it out of the snap. And force Smith to get rid of the pass. As I'm not going to say earlier than he intended to, but you never know with this big guy. Like I said, 7 foot, 400 pounds. And Smith out of the gun. And then Alex Smith is going to get leveled by J.J. Watt. No, it's big freight train on the sack. His second of the night. A big freight train getting in on the sack. Again, that, folks, is what the Texans defense is going to be doing all season with these two. J.J. Watt and Alex, with J.J. Watt, a big freight train as Alex Smith is able to complete that pass for a touchdown. For a 4-1 field goal opportunity coming up here. Freight train and the rest of the team going to try and block this, and not even big freight train can block that, folks. That is a 13-7 game, and we go ahead and we score. It is now 14-13, so we got to step up big here. It is on their 20-yard line, and freight train breaking loose, and this man, and I don't. Big freight train, Alex Smith got away from him. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I can't. Freight train, if you saw Alex Smith's face, he absolutely just took off like a fucking wild man, folks. As this is gonna be, and I don't know why I tried to play that, as freight train celebrating right there, or as if he was about to make that. Alright, so that's also going to be another thing we need to work on, his speed a little bit. Obviously not the biggest concern, but it's definitely a concern that we need to work on. His big freight train getting to Alex Smith. Is Smith okay? That is the main question. Probably not, after having a 400-pound man just run over him and absolutely just think he's his next meal. As we wait for the next snap, and we get the next snap, and big freight train's on the loose again. He gets to Alex Smith once again, but Smith is too quick with the hands here, folks. And this is big right here for the Texans. Is they got to get a stop, and we don't. And freight train will get that stop, as a matter of fact. Freight train's second sack today. And that goal that was set for him earlier, he completed it within his first game. This kid has a future. Or they want him to get 10 sacks within the season, I believe. And right now, I'm trying to figure out how to SWAT. I'm not getting the biggest idea of how to. And personally, right now, the biggest thing for me on this guy is they're chanting defense, folks. My biggest thing for this guy is to obviously get sacks, and getting big hits, as Freight Train going to help out a little bit there. Or make sure Jamal Charles stays down. And as I said, you don't want this big guy. As we force them to punt, and we just got to run out some clock, and we can't. And so they are on the 33-yard line. Obviously, they're going to be passing all game, guys. Smith out of the shotgun, making some audibles. Olsen. But from the way it looks, it's four verts. It is four verts. And that is caught by, as I said, number 19. And as Alex Smith, he's going to go ahead. He's going to call it up. He's going to call his offense up. Obviously, got to spike the ball. Obviously, we know what they're going to do. Obviously, they need to get into field goal range. But that is probably going to be the toughest thing they can do right now. And obviously we know what they're going to run. They're being picked. That is picked off. And this is potentially. He thought it was Quentin Demps. I thought that was going to be taken to the house, but it was brought back to the 15-yard line. And just like that, this game is over. So not the closest game you'll ever, not the highest scoring game you'll ever see, but it was in fact a Texans victory. Obviously, they had a lot more rushing yards. Obviously, they had more rushing yards and passing yards than us. Not really a lot going on for the Texans on offense, so that's obviously something we need to step up on. Potentially get rid of Brian Hoyer. Or I don't think I can make that move. I can see if I can. And see if we can maybe make a better move at quarterback. I mean, who would you guys want to see be brought in as quarterback? Because I got a comment. I got to read this real quick. And I can't, and nothing is nearby for me to read the comments, so I do apologize. Guys, as this is actually this did refresh, so let me go ahead and let me check out via the view comments. And what's up, WWE fan? But yeah, this folks right here, this guy, as I said, this is a big dude. It's scary dude, I should say. And yeah, this is not the guy you would expect to see at your family dinner. Here, well, I mean, you would, and he'd probably be the one that eats just about everything, and you can find in your house. As we're gonna go ahead and yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to move up that speed. He's obviously gonna try and get that strip ball all going, folks. That is obviously our next goal. Well, as you guys see, the weekly goals and the milestone goals that they want us to complete. Ignore the arguing outside. That is a couple of my floor mates. It's going at it. And we gotta go with game prep right here. Becky Lynch fan, I'm not, or WWE fan, I'm not doing any WWE today. And personally, dude, let me tell you, it's not the biggest. It's not necessarily the biggest or worst thing that you will ever have happen to you if you don't meet, Becky Lynch or whoever you may beat. As I go ahead and I use everything. And bump up a little bit of my confidence right there. As we get the Panthers this week, you're gonna go ahead and we'll take a look at pretty much. You see the legacy points. Obviously, not really a lot of legacy going on for him, but he is for some reason ranked 59th. And so I do find that funny. Obviously, you see the defense, and you're gonna talk about WWE. That's fine. That's fine. I'm probably gonna talk most football here. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna jump into the next game here and probably the last game against the Texans. I'm actually gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go and check on. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna check on the depth charts, and I'm gonna see how Jadeveon Clowney is dealing here right now, because obviously, as I said, he is hurt. Here we go. My team depth chart.
That was the end of it.
That was the end of it. Ouch. As we're going to go ahead, we're going to take a look at the left-hand position first. Obviously, I'm up top with Vince Wilfork. Why is Wilfork down on the bottom? J.J. Watt. Who else? Do you think 2K17 is going to be better than 2K16? Honestly, I do not know. Take a look at the defensive tackle position in the right-hand position, and obviously, And obviously, my main concern right now with this team is, in fact, the quarterback position. I mean, I want to look. The one thing I also, like I said, I want to work at. I want to look at real quick. I want to look at the injury report. Gotta check that out. Jadeveon Clowney, he's gonna be out for 7 weeks, so that is big for us right there, right outside linebacker. So we're not gonna be getting him back until, and we'll actually go ahead and we will check this out. We're not gonna be getting Jadeveon Clowney back until for 7 weeks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're not gonna be getting him back until either we face the Titans or the Bengals. So it's obviously it's not going to be the toughest because we got to go Panthers, Bucks, Falcons, and Colts, Jags, Dolphins. But I mean it's nothing we can't handle. Well, nothing we cannot handle. I mean this defense, it just has to step up big time. That's all. Well, obviously I can't sign anyone just yet. That is, we got to go up against the 90 overall Panthers. We're wait, you finished the season of you finished every episode of Grey's Anatomy. Wow.
Apparently we only have 3 episodes to watch.
That is unreal. That update. Text me. Zucco's for Dad's birthday dinner? God damn it. Yeah, for those of you who live near the New Jersey area, I do not. Oh, wait, do you not? I do not want to go to. Wait, do you not want to go, or did you not go? Oh, kind of having a hard time. My dad is over-exaggerating, folks. Oh, you didn't go? Alright, you read that was put wrong. And no, he said... And no, this is what my dad said. He said, to all, thank you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. It seems like I am a fine bottle of wine or a great bottle or a great scotch. I just get better with age. As I want to sack Cam Newton today, folks. I want to. And we're gonna, as right there. Here, we go ahead and we stop. We force that incomplete. I don't know what the hell they're doing out there. It sounds like they're beating each other off. As Cam is gonna go ahead. And yeah, it's gonna be thrown right to I believe that was, who was it? Was that Ted Ginn? Nope, Kevin Benjamin. And Cam, he's got a couple threats to work with right here. So obviously, the Texans, a team that did make the playoffs, and just imagine they get Big Freight Train in there with them, and they make the playoffs. As Jonathan Stewart, who forces them to go 4-0 on that way. Whereas it is still nothing. And as Big Freight Train lined up as Cam Newton gonna go ahead and he's gonna scramble with the ball, and Big Freight Train, he is waiting for that fumble. Oh, Big Freight Train heard everything that Cam Newton was saying, and right now Big Freight Train wants to get to Cam Newton and show him who the real MVP is. That Big Freight Train, I believe he's gonna get credit for that tackle. Well, I'm not sure if he's gonna get that assist. It's saying he's getting the assist, but I think he actually made the tackle.
Oh wait, you're live.
Sorry. This is the last game, babe, don't worry. Hey guys, this is the last game. I do hate to say it, is Big Freight Train. And he gets in the backfield and absolutely just disrupts it. And like I said, that is a 4-and-out for Carolina. Houston drives down the field. gets a 7-0 lead for us, and this defense is going to be the team. Is going to be, as I said, the defense that leads us to the playoffs. Leads us as Jonathan Stewart just ran right through us right there, and we have another. Cam, he's going to go ahead. He's going to take this out of the backfield. And Joseph Hyde. Hyde, he's out. Once again, so we're going to have to check on him. And right now, I got a little bit of internet issues going, and I do apologize about that. And Cam, he's going to dump that off. Cam saw a big freight train coming his way, and he was like, oh, please no. And right now it is 2nd and 7, big freight train. And gonna go ahead, line up. I'm gonna go ahead and try and get this single line coverage. This is one-on-one. Right here. A big freight train. And he knew what that play was gonna be. He saw. And we got a flag on the play. I think it might have been holding. And we get the face mask. What the hell? That's going to be a first down.
How long is your live stream going to go?
This is the last game, so.
How long? How much longer?
I'm going to say about, I'm hoping another 5 minutes. And as Jonathan Stewart, he breaks out to the left side. And that is in fact a first down. And as we are trying to hurry this game up so that my girlfriend can listen to her music, because I know she wants to. Look at this big freight train, gonna get right through, and JJ Watt, absolutely, running over Artist Payne. And as Ron Rivera cannot believe what he just saw. This defensive line, as I said, JJ Watt, Vince Wilfork, and Freight Train. And obviously causing a as I believe that was on JJ Watt right there. Yep, offside or encroachment, whatever it was. JJ Watt getting the flag. JJ is just like Freight Train. He wants Cam Newton. He wants to put Cam Newton on the shelf. If his big Freight Train gonna go ahead, and that is gonna be caught, I believe, by who caught that? Was that Kelvin again? Trying to get a name right there. Or it didn't say, so I think it was not sure. Very weird. There it is. Cam gonna go ahead, he's gonna take this out. And big Freight Train, he's gonna chase him. But to no avail. Freight Train. But Cam Newton I'm not going to say he's too fast, but I'm not going to say Freight Train's too slow. Just going to work on that pass rusher skill. As that is just thrown out of there. Whereas we are waiting for big Freight Train to just eat up Cam Newton. I know it's something that everybody's waiting for. Or just run him over as, well, what else, folks? A freaking Freight Train. As JJ, he's gonna get fumbled! Freight Train picks up the fumble! And Freight Train gets his first NFL fumble recovery. And I think that if Freight Train doesn't stumble right there, I think Freight Train has an open lane for a touchdown, folks. And that is a big man right there, barreling into the end zone. And I don't know what to say, folks. So other than this man is an absolute beast. As Freight Train gonna go ahead, he's gonna run into the locker room. And watch some tape, and yeah, as I said, we got big Freight Train his first NFL fumble recovery. He's gonna hope to get it once again, and this could be a second. And is it? No, it's not. Jonathan Stewart or Simmons. Yeah, Jonathan Stewart picking it up. And Big Freight Train almost had it. Yeah, but now the big thing is, can we get Cam Newton? Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, that was on me. That was on me. Encroachment. Yeah, whatever. Big Freight Train. Yeah. You'd move too if you were a big friggin' 400-pound man, can hold your own damn weight. Hey, Freight Train, he ain't worried about that. Freight Train knows what he's doing. It's just intimidation on Cam Newton. And that's all. Well, as whoever that was, Cushing just lit up Stewart. And it is now, 3rd and 15 on the 15. And Big Freight Train lines up. Gonna try and break this tackle. He does. Or just shed this blocker. Or as Jonathan Stewart gets knocked down. Folks. Honestly, you can tell this team's gonna be good when your first possession winds up with J.J. Watt getting the pick 6. As once again, Houston gets another defensive pick. And honestly, if things don't turn around in terms of defense, I think Freight Train's gonna look to transfer out. Potentially, am I gonna say he's gonna get released? No. But never know. Is Big Freight Train gonna go ahead, line up on the left side, right next to Cam Newton. Not next to Cam Newton, but speaking of next to Cam Newton, Derek Carter. Or I believe that was Derek Carter making the sack. Heck, that is the 3rd sack for Houston on the day, folks. It's Freight Train waiting for the snap. And he says, hey, I want in on this action. And he's gonna, as Cam Newton barely, and I mean barely, folks, gets rid of the ball. It's Big Freight Train. And as I said, the train is rolling right toward Cam Newton. And Freight Train wants to sack Cam Newton. And because everybody knows Cam Newton, obviously MVP last season, and Freight Train wants to say, hey, you the real MVP? Hey, take a look at me. Bet you never seen someone like me. And Cam is probably like, hell no, I haven't. And that's that again, another neutral zone infraction. I think everybody once again, neutral zone infraction, defense, yeah. And it's actually funny because now everybody, because last game everybody got a sack, this game everybody got a penalty. And it was the same goddamn thing. A neutral infraction. JJ, Vince, and Freight Train. And as Freight Train, he could have gotten to Cam right there. I am almost positive he would have gotten to Freight Train on that. But that is the end of the first quarter. And I think Freight Train wants him to run that again so that Freight Train can just get to Cam. And as Freight Train, he's going to go ahead, he's going to step up, and that is going to get caught by, I believe that was Kelvin Benjamin once again. And his Freight Train, he is waiting to get to Cam, as I said. And I'm going to sound like a broken goddamn record until I get to freaking Cam Newton. And as Cam launches this one barely, as Freight Train is in his face. And folks, if you have a man 400 pounds, 7 foot, coming barreling at you, you are going to get out of the way. Hey, I don't care who you are going to barrel out of the way. Hey, as Greg Olsen cannot handle the ball. It is incomplete. It is going to be 3rd and 10 for the Texans. Stout defense, keep Panthers from the red zone. We can do that. We can absolutely do that. As Freight Train lined up, Freight Train, and he gets knocked down as we almost get the pick on that one, but we couldn't get the pick off, I guess you could say. Hey, gonna go ahead and we're gonna go a field goal block return, man, and just in case, but I don't think Graham Gano is gonna miss this one. And as nope, Graham Gano kicks it right down the middle. Oh, had him there. Had our guy there just in case. As right now, once again, the defense cannot, or the offense cannot get anything started for us. I mean, this is getting ridiculous, folks. Folks, defense is holding up its end. And as Cam Newton gonna go ahead and he's gonna take off as Freight Train was waiting for Cam. And as that was not what he thought it was. As Freight Train thought it was a screen, but he actually got he got verticals instead. And that allowed Cam to run forward. As Freight Train's gonna get to him! Force the fumble! Oh, and I believe it is going the other way. No, it is not. But Freight Train forcing the fumble. Oh, and getting the sack. More importantly, and that would not have been good for the Carolina Panthers had Freight Train and got to him. And as right there you see Cam completing the pass. It was a hit. And that time it was a halfback split screen, and yeah, I mean, big plays right here going for Big Freight Train and this Texas defense. As right now, Freight Train, I don't know if that was holding or not, but that is a pick for fact. Heck, this Jackson comes up with a pick. Heck, and right now, once again, we're trying to run out the clock, yet we can't. And they're on the 41-yard line, and we cannot afford to give them any big yardage. And so Freight Train, he's going to go ahead, and he's going to get to Cam Newton. But Cam Newton is going to barely, once again, survive Big Freight Train's wrath. And as I said, this is not a guy you want to... That was on them. That was on them. They stood up. If that's not on them, folks. Boom! As I said, it was on them. And bring them back 15. This is what we needed. Here, right here. Or I believe it's Artist Payne. Yeah, he's in the backfield. Well, as this is going to be tossed up and let loose. Who's obviously not the best passing performance for the NFL MVP of last season. And as I said, I am trying to rush this game as fast as I can, and so that Sarah can listen to her music. Hey, but right now our offense is not securing the ball. They're not doing the best. That's like, where is it? As Artist Payne gets the ball, Carolina gonna go ahead and use their second timeout. Is Big Freight Train gonna line up? I'll wait for the snap. And Freight Train, and that is gonna be deflected out of bounds. It's a big fourth down coming up here, folks. Folks, obviously have to go for it. I think they're gonna run a screen. I think it's a screen. It is a screen. No, it's not! It is Big Freight Train getting his second sack of the night. And this game is all but over, folks. Folks, as a matter of fact, it is over. We win it by a final, once again, 7-3. Again, not the biggest scoring game, but hey, we get it done, folks. Folks, Big Freight Train and disrupting Cam Newton once again. Add Cam Newton to the list. It's on Big Freight Train's sack tour. Or as, yeah, folks, that's gonna pretty much wrap it up here for episode 1. Make sure you guys tune back in, as I am actually gonna be doing a lot more of this guy. But that's gonna wrap it up for episode 1. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you guys in the next episode. Later, guys.